It is not the algorithm's problem or job. It is not your followers. It's not your subscribers. It's not your family. It's not your friends who are responsible for your consistency and your dedication to show up in terms of your work. And even if you're not a creator who is online, when you are curating something, like I even know one of my past clients who has a crochet business, right? Despite what family has to say, what friends have to say, she continued to show up, going to trade shows, okay? Continuing to post her work. And I was someone who dealt with this, and this is why, I'll be honest with you, one of the biggest things that I struggled with was followers, views, and likes. And I decided one day that my job was to manifest no longer seeking external validation. Why? Because my creativity, my dedication, we're talking about self-love here. Self-love begins with you showing up despite what anyone else has to say and actually dedicating yourself to your own craft. Only being concerned about what your own self thinks about your work. That's the truth. And I did not want to be concerned and attached to other people's thoughts of me anymore, because that was my problem. If you don't know, I am also a nurse, right? And so what would happen is I would have these inspiring ideas for creative or even spiritual or even business ideas, right? So I've had a lot of about 3 or 4 businesses, but I've been actually teaching, coaching. I don't really want to call it coaching for anymore, but for about 7 years now. And what would happen is I would start the work, right? And then because I didn't get enough clients or views or followers, I would give up. I would give up on myself, right? And again, the lack of self-dedication is a lack of self-worth, or what you view yourself as is a lack of self-love, okay? Self-love is more than just taking yourself to get a manicure or pedicure. When we're talking about the specifics of self-love, it means showing up for yourself despite what anyone else has to say about it. If I get 1 view or even 0 views on a video, it's still my responsibility to show up for myself. And I'm recording this when I have 243 subscribers on YouTube for a reason. Honestly, too, it's a message to my future self. Congratulations. You made it, right? You're already making it. You're making it right now. I'm making it right now. And I'm making it because I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing dedication for myself. And your lack of consistency is going to ruin you every single time because you want to give up. And what the universe is calling you to is commitment and is consistencies for yourself. How are other people going to show appreciation for your work if you don't show appreciation for your own work? You're constantly complaining about algorithms and how the platforms aren't pushing you out. It doesn't matter. Stop fighting against that. What you're doing is pushing up against yourself, and you're creating a resistance. Anytime you resist against something, it persists. So you're going to continue to have low views because that's what you're focused on, rather being focused on the next inspiring idea that universe, God, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, is giving you. Your ancestors, your angels, they're giving you all of these ideas, but because it doesn't look the way that you want it to look, you want to give up on it. I know, I've been there, and I constantly have to remind myself that I need to show up for me, okay? because exactly what you're emotionally, internally feeling, if I'm feeling safe and secure, if I'm feeling like my work is worthy, that is what's going to be reflected back to me time and time again. So I just want to encourage you to make sure that, and how do you do this? Continuing to show up for yourself despite the views. You can do what I do. Especially for YouTube, I'll post a video and then I won't go back and look at it until the next day when I have to post another video. And I'll look to see if anyone's made comments so I can reply. I do my best not to be looking at subscribers. But I also imagine a time when people who are soul aligned to my work, and that's the thing, I don't want just anyone viewing my work anyway. I want soul aligned people who resonate with my work. That's why sometimes I've posted some tarot videos before, and I'm fine with doing that, but I don't want to do it consistently, because then the people who only want to hear their fortune are going to show up. I'm here to help people transform their lives, to clear emotional blocks, for them to see what is not working in their everyday life, in their brains, breaking familiar patterns so they can live a more fulfilling life. I'm here to help people who are like me, who were stuck in their lives. They didn't know what was happening. They didn't even know they had blocks. Like a lot of people don't. I didn't know I had a block. I just thought that I was confused. I was confused, but I didn't know what that confusion was. I thought that it was something that was wrong with me. There was nothing wrong with me. It's just that I had patterns that I needed to interrupt due to pain, to trauma. So I had to get those identified so I can work on them, so I can move on. Those are my soulmate aligned clients, supporters, viewers, subscribers. Those are who I want. But I can only be aligned to them when I'm making sure that I'm doing the work that is inspiring to me, not the work that's popular. That's what's important. So stop blaming the algorithm. Stop blaming friends for not supporting you. Stop blaming family. I literally have one consistent supporter of my work right now, and that's my best friend and sister. That's all I need. And I didn't even I literally was just like, oh, you know what? I can be my own friend. And I met her 30 minutes later and she's my support. But you won't allow that to come because you keep pushing against resistance. You see how I let the resistance down and then it came like that? I'll be honest with you too. I started getting more subscribers and followers and likes and stuff when I was like, you know what? I don't need this external validation. I need to continue to show up for me. That's self-love. That's dedication. That's self-worth. That's self-value. So if you're not showing up for yourself because of the algorithm, because you didn't get any views, because you think what you're doing isn't working, then you need to go back and reevaluate that. And as a transformational guide and teacher, I can help you do that. You can click the link below. I've helped people who are married and healthy relationship but wanted to be more fulfilled in the work that they do. I've helped people like the client that I was telling you about, who wanted to step into greater power and greater versions of herself. So I'm looking forward to working with you, but make sure you show up for yourself. Click the link below. Follow me at Azur's Astrology. Blue as well is my more personal page too, so you can follow me on there. Okay, I love you, and I love you too, to my future self. You're doing such a good job, just like I'm doing right now. Mwah. Bye.